Today I've left the sunny skies of Scotland and returned back home, back down to the south, because tomorrow I have my first powerlifting competition, the Army Powerlifting Union's full power event. So how am I feeling about this competition then? So this past week I've been away with work in France and Germany, which has meant for me a lot of time spent on coaches and a lot less time with access to a gym, but also a fair amount of time with maybe the old alcohol. Not being able to train for a week kind of makes me feel a bit weird, because on the one hand it'd be nice to have been able to have just gotten the movements in, just not like going to lose muscle memory or anything by that point, but like just from like sort of mental gains, I think that would make me feel better. But also on the other hand, from the time with music and stuff, that I often find that if you take a break, especially if you've been training hard up until this point, just taking a break can help you sort of like reset, like both physically and mentally. So the sort of like anxious mess that is me is in a bit of two minds here. But overall, I'm still feeling positive to it. Like I said, go and just have fun, meet people, and see what I can lift in front of a crowd. Just weighed in at 77.8 kilos, which is actually quite a lot lighter than I usually weigh in, but hey, it is what it is. Gave in my starting weights, for now I've said 125 squat, 85 bench and 140 deadlift. The guy was like, ooh, some heavy weights here, which made me feel kind of weird. Just warming up, feel a bit awkward recording my warm-up sets. Just hit 100, feeling pretty good. Just trying not to fall into the trap of rushing my warm-up, because everyone else is naturally eager to get on the bar. So yeah, first attempt, 125, see how that goes. Just finished squat, really happy with that. So first rep was fine, second rep dive bombed it a bit, and then the third rep I wanted to make sure, control it a bit more, and that's exactly what I did. And that's a 5 kilo PB on the squat, so happy with that. back outside, having just completed bench, so smashed 85, smashed 90, and then I thought I'd take a bit of a a YOLO jump to 97.5, which I didn't get that. Part of me wishes I'd kept it sensible and gone 95. Part of me doesn't really care that much, to be honest, because I've never tested competition style bench before, so as far as I'm concerned, 90's okay. But yeah, deadlift's next. Today is actually the day after the competition, because this dumb boy forgot to record anything after the deadlift. Just kind of got a bit caught up in the moment, you know. So I'll spend a couple of minutes recapping the deadlift, because there's some whack stuff happening there, as well as my thoughts on the competition in general and just, yeah, the wider world of competing. With the deadlift then, 140 kilo opener, that flew. I mean, I knew that would, as every opener should do. And then 150 kilo, and 150 kilo is actually a matching PB. So going into it, I was not apprehensive as such, but I think just more aware is probably the strongest word for it. But either way, that weight flew up again. I was extremely surprised. Even the ref made a comment about how quickly that moved, so that made me feel quite happy. In the interim between lifts, I was sort of umming, like, do I play it safe? Do I go 155 kilos, or do I just kind of full send it and go for the 160? And the ref convinced me to do the 160. This obviously isn't like a qualifying thing, so I think the refs can be a bit more lenient with that. So the 160 kilos comes up, jack, 160 kilos loaded on the bar, and so I'm focused, I know it's going to move, get up to the bar, set up, everything's feeling good, feet are screwed into the ground, lats are back, big brace, and I start pulling, and I noticed that one side is a lot heavier than the other. Turns out I didn't check where I was standing in the bar. So I was stood like slightly to the left, and yeah, I think in a way it kind of makes it more impressive that the weight moved, but it was not comfortable at all. You can sort of see, like, I'm pulling it, and like I think in my body, like subconsciously trying to adjust, my neck's doing this and my body's doing that. So yeah, I'm like super chuffed that I got the 160, and I think in a way, I probably could have squeezed a couple more out, but obviously bums that I didn't set up properly, but that's never happened before so far, so we take that as a learning experience and we move on. But I'm aware that I've done a lot of talking in this video, as I seem to do in all of my videos so far, to be fair. So I'm going to keep this bit brief. So in talking competing, generally, did I enjoy it? Yes, 100%, loved it. Going to do it again in future. I think the next one I can do is in September, I think, maybe. I'll have to do some research into it. The whole day was fueled by caffeine, sugar, baked goods. I was not in a good way by the end of the day, not gonna lie. But 100% enjoyed it. Everyone around there was just so supportive and like was 100% getting behind you when you were going for your lifts. That felt really good. Got a t-shirt out of it, but that's not the main part, clearly. Just an overall positive experience, yeah, and I'd 100% recommend that anyone else do it, especially if you're in the army and you want to get involved with powerlifting. Then you can just find the Army Powerlifting Union on Facebook. But yeah, go compete, it's really fun, definitely recommend it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Come back if you want. If not, I enjoy making them anyway, so I don't mind too much. But yeah, have a great day.